Baby Blue! Hey, Dick Grayson. Hey, Big V. Hey, MarbleCat. Who left a ton of food just on the floor? Better than nothing, I guess. Baby Blue! Hey, Winnie. Hey, Manice. Winnie. I hope this doesn't mean that the food over here got thrown out. That would be very bad. No. Well, okay, wait, hold on. Hey, Lil V. No, they have food here. Hey, Boots. Hey, Gray Boots. All right. I know, kitties, I would have been here earlier, but I was working, and then I forgot to buy food, so I went and bought food. And then, speaking of things I forgot, I know you can't see it in my shadow, but I forgot my friggin' sweater at my job, so I'm very cold right now. So we're going to hustle up so I can... Oh no, Baby Blue! Oh no! Baby Blue! All right, yeah, we're gonna hustle up so I can get back in my car and not be freezing my nards off. Baby Blue. Look at this Baby Blue. Whee! Hey, MarbleCat. Hey, MarbleCat, if I can get you adopted in Canada, would you be interested in that? Because you're kind of a menace, but you're also making extremely quick progress socialization-wise. Big V! So, question is, MarbleCat, if I can get you shipped to Canada, would you like that, eh? Sorry, Canadian friends. Okay, right. We're moving quickly so I wasn't freezing my butt off. Beautiful, beautiful, love it. Wonderful. B. I miss Fats. Yeah, MarbleCat, I think we're gonna deport you to Canada just so we can hopefully get Fats back. So yeah, for those of you who saw in my comments. By the way, I'd like to couple housekeeping things really quickly. Number one, big thank you to Harry because his donations, specifically his donations, bought the food this week, or for today and next week actually. And so big thanks are in order. I know you didn't want me necessarily to shout you out, but I kind of feel like one thing I should be doing is if I can specifically pin somebody's donation to the purchase of something, for example, Harry's donation bought this food, I think we should shout them out by name, at least if they're okay with that. If they would like me not to, if you donate on PayPal or on Venmo, just be like, you know, you're a decent human being, please don't shout me out by name or something like that. Manice! Big V, can we send you to Canada too? But yeah, for those of you who have been wandering my chat, and the second thing was that I was going to say, I'm sorry to those of you who comment and are usually used to me being very responsive within the comment section, but of late I kind of haven't been. Been very busy of late for one thing, but still I really need to like set up a thing where I'm like, you know, like set up a thing to remind myself like, hey, respond to the comments, especially for like, you know, for those of you folks who have been with me for a really long time, and I kind of feel like I'm friends with you at this point. Like, I even said myself, ghosting doesn't feel good, so I really shouldn't be ghosting you guys. Come on, Dick Grayson. when I get to pet you for a long time, you're like, ooh, that's fun, meow, meow, meow. But then when I go to touch you even a little bit, you're like, no, I'm Dick Grayson. I'm playing hard to get. See, I'm used to that menace to society behavior from the Denny's the Menace. I don't need that from you, Mr. Dick Grayson. You're like a nice, genteel kind of kitty situation. Oh yeah. Yeah, she is not a fan of that. Don't blame her necessarily, but you know, you gotta test your boundaries to find out where they are. And then say sorry. Sorry, Denny's the Menace. But thank you for coming back all the same. I appreciate the trust you've given to me, and I'll do my best not to abuse that. Hey, MarbleCat. Dick Grayson. Oh. Oh. Let me just see right here. Let me just see what it is, okay? You got a thing. I'm just trying to remove it, okay? Somebody wasn't very happy about that, but it's okay, because he come right back. And I pick him up again. Good boy, Big V. Okay, guys. Come on, Winston. I need a new tuxie to socialize now that I can't find Fats on a daily basis. I mean, I'd like Fats to come back. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm thinking about. Oh yeah, dummy. So yeah, the thing I forgot to mention to you folks is that. So sorry I'm not always replying as much as I used to in the comments. Been very, very busy starting new jobs, applying for other ones, trying to, you know, further my career and all that, but also, you know, all of that good stuff. But sorry guys, jeez, I just need to get the empty cans out of here. My God. You know, one of my longtime subscribers. One sec. can't, directly out of the cans. It's bad for you, dude. So yeah, anyways, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my own ADHD, is that one of my longtime subscribers and supporters, KT Cat, who works for a cat rescue in southwestern Canada, reached out to me and said, hey, you know, especially since, you know, the whole Charlie situation went down, she's like, hey, you know, do you want to get the cats out? So it's moving a little bit slower than ideal, but as long as it stays moving, I'm okay with a little bit of slowness. But they basically said we can take up to 4 cats at a time. They need to be, you know, they need to have certain paperwork, and be friendly or whatever, but that's cool. And my thoughts, or my immediate thoughts were, well, number one, MarbleCat is making exceptional progress with his socialization, but he's also exceptionally menace-like to many of the cats. I mean, heck, he's already scared off Fats from the colony. He attacks everyone, you know? And realistically speaking, he's a good cat, but he needs the last few bits of his socialization and adoption need to be done indoors in a more controlled environment that I can give him. So, yeah, definitely considering deporting MarbleCat to Canada. Somebody can find him a forever home there, and he can be loved and cherished forever and ever till the end of time, hopefully, or at least till the end of his lifespan, you know, which hopefully is at the end of time. The second one I thought about immediately was Big V, who's pretty friendly, you know, but I think, you know, the final bits of his socialization, like you know, kind of like MarbleCat, but for other reasons, need to happen in an indoor environment, not out here on the streets. It's just, you know, and I mean, as some people have pointed out, Big V's teeth, and orally speaking, Big V is one of the worst as far as condition goes. So he's another fine candidate, and because they said they can take up to 4 cats at a time, the last 2 I thought, sorry, loud truck tire, underinflated in all likelihood by the sound of it too. But you know, as much as I'm gonna miss them, as much as I love them, 2 great candidates are Sunny and Sully, my foster cats, because they've been with me. I wish I could have adopted them out within LA so that, you know, I can keep tabs on them and you know about them throughout their lifespan. And I might add, if you are interested in adopting 2 lovely orange cats directly through me in such a way that I can keep in touch with them throughout their lifespan, at least from a distance, please do get in touch with me, because that would be awesome. But yeah, I mean, also, like, they've been in my apartment for almost a year. I've got friends saying, oh, you now have 6 cats. I'm like, no, I have 4 cats and 2 fosters. But the fact is that if they get adopted or are no longer in my apartment, I dare say I think I think Baby Blue's coming home with me. Now, whether he'll be coming home to be fostered or to be my 5th cat, I don't know. I do love him quite a bit. And if there was ever a cat that I would foster, well, I've already had a few foster fails, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have 4 cats, 2 of them which were street rescues. I'd have 2 cats and 2 that got adopted. But, you know, how could I possibly say no to Ben and Lisa? Homeless person RV. know me. I mean, I'd love it to see Fats back at the colony more frequently. I mean, personally, I'd love it most if he could get adopted, but if I can't find him on a regular basis, how the heck am I supposed to take him off the street? You know? Now, he's a smart cat. I think he knows that, you know, he's probably found a place that's safer than here, between the decreased shelter from Charlie moving out and the increasing hectoring from MarbleCat. He's kind of wise to find his own area where he's chill and he can go back to being an alpha cat. But that doesn't mean I don't miss him and don't wish he would hang around with me a little more often. I mean, he's such a character. And also, just to mention in passing, I know I might have said MarbleCat is the new Fats, but he's a far chip off the block of that is Fats. I mean, Fats is truly, as said by some people, he's truly one of a kind. And you know, I hope he gets adopted. He was so close to being adopted, and then the people I mean, he wasn't going to be adopted by the person who ghosted me, which I don't want to bring up too much because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put that bad juju out into the world. But you know, but Fats was supposed to be adopted, and then the people who were going to adopt him pulled out kind of last minute, and they said, like, look, he looks like a very happy shop cat, which, I mean, at the time, it kind of was the case. But, I mean, a couple of things. Number one, even if he isn't, and even if these cats are, like, happy shop cats, I guarantee you they might... Motorcycle, sorry. I guarantee you they might have some, like, separation anxiety or you know, there might be an adjustment period for them, you know, to get used to not living at this colony anymore. But I also guarantee you that cats are adaptable and flexible, and in the long run, I can tell you from personal experience, they'll very easily adapt to being indoor kitties. So, which is a roundabout way to say that if you're interested in adopting Fats specifically, please get in touch with me, and I'll see if I can trap him or put him in a carrier and take him home, so that, like, whenever you want to adopt him, he's ready and rearing to go, and I don't need to trap him with you in my, like, when you're visiting me. But yeah, all that is to say is that if you want to adopt Fats specifically, please get in touch with me. Heck, even if you want to adopt Baby Blue, I might have a very hard time separating with him because he's you know, he's my guy. But, you know, he's my guy, and he also deserves the best. And if I can't give that to him on the streets or by bringing him into my own apartment, I guess I can make my peace with him not being in my life anymore. Especially if somebody was willing to share the occasional photo of him with me. Okay, guys, I've sorted the stuff. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Liz. Hi, Jamie. Hey, Pete. I see you there in the corner. Hey, Winnie. Hey, Neville. Now, guys, I've sorted the cat food. It's now here. Boom, 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 boom. I'd love to see Chris the cat to do a leg checkup. But like I said, last time I saw, I mean, I don't think he's usually not out this late. It's quite late. It's almost 11 p.m. 2300 for those of you who speak military time. And yeah, he's usually not out this late at night, but I would love to, well, I mean, next week I really need to make a point of trying to show up a bit earlier. That's to start with. But beyond that, yeah, he's usually not out this late at night. So if I want to check in on him, I need to come by closer to sundown. That's when he's out and about. And I want to see that he's doing well. Like, you know, there's still a cat trap in my car because I'm like, if I need to, I will trap him. But realistically speaking, I've got some other things to do with the trap. You know, you guys have seen some of the unfixed cats. You've seen Abuelo hanging around, and I mean, he's off on his merry way again, which means I probably won't be able to trap him for another year. But like, if he shows up, I'd love to trap him. I'd love to trap Jay the limping void across the street, who I don't visit as much because he's cared for more often by Hector, and like I really focus primarily on this colony as far as caretaking. Like I was at that other colony primarily to get all the cats that live there fixed, and now since all of them are fixed except for Jay the Void, like I just don't swing by as often. Charlie, who was the most social of all the cats at that particular like sub colony, is very rarely around because he hangs out, I think, at Hector's. I think he actually might chill at Hector's house or like at other houses because like he's very social. He's, you know, he's got a great temperament. You know, for the longtime viewers who remember Charlie the cat, you know, he hasn't been featured in a video in a really long time, but he's a very good kitty. And you know, he's so socialized these days that he probably spends most of his time off the big streets. Now, with that said, I have successfully reduced the number of cans, or the number of saucers, from 8 to 4, and now I'm sufficiently chilly, which means I am going to seek shelter in my car while these cats eat this final food, and we'll come back. Ain't that right, Ms. Liz?